Hey, what's up good people, welcome to episode 4 of PWND. And in my previous episode I actually mentioned to you guys that I have something really interesting to show you, and we'll get to that. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you guys actually look at the video title. But anyway, let's kickstart things off by showing you a mod that I recently completed. And it's a mod on the Airzone Quickfire 24. Now if you notice, there's a little back end of a PVC pipe and an end cap over here. That's because I actually hoppered it. But before I run through the modifications done on this guy, I would like to explain to you guys what this blaster is like stock, and I'm going to do it for you guys in a fashion of a, I guess slightly, the word is slightly exaggerated, typical Singaporean Chinese Singlish kind of way. So I hope you enjoy this video, and here we go, have a look. Okay, come explain time. I teach you how to use the Quickfire 24. Easy one, this one easy one, no need worry one, this one don't scared. Okay, this one Quickfire 24 by Airzone. You must use battery one. Then this one got many lock, but very funny one. Got trigger, cannot use, must on first. After on, then can squeeze trigger. Squeeze trigger for what? Because if don't squeeze trigger, this one cannot move. So squeeze trigger already, then this one can move. That's how this thing work. Very easy one. Anyhow turn all can one. Push, anyhow push, then later on inside here something stuck like that. Like one of the bullets stuck inside, then just push out lor, just push out like that lor. Then I take out lor. Shake, it won't come out. Stupid one. Hey, don't waste my time come on come on, paiseh waste time. Anyway, this one is called jam door, okay? Easy. Then you turn the turret like that. Okay, I can't show you closer, I put more bullet inside. I got 5 here. Okay, this one is like something that this one when you pull back below got one red color thing come out and push this one forward So when you push this one forward only, the bullet fly inside the flywheel there, then fly out lor. So very easy But anyway, you put the dart inside here from the front like that. Then you turn next one, then you put again. Then you turn and then put until you happy Okay, so wait, I just make sure everything got something. Okay, I take this one, then anyhow put inside. So now some got 2, some got 1 this one got 2, this one got 1. Okay, so this one 2 this one got 2, this one got 1. Okay, like that. Okay, so everything got at least 1 or 2 easy one Then you take screwdriver, must be Phillips head square one square. Pui, cross one Okay, then this one battery over here. Okay, open the battery door. So you unscrew okay. Unscrew ready. Then take out. Okay, take out already. Then you take your AA size battery. Okay, AA size battery put inside. They always say don't use different battery. Never mind this one only demonstration only. You hear? Wow. See, this one is bad, okay? Don't leave it on, leave off, okay? Sorry, Then after finish, put the battery inside already, close this one, close. Take screwdriver, then screw back in place. Okay, screw it tight already, very good. Okay? This one, the firing pattern, shooting pattern maybe same like the Power Strike 48. You know Power Strike 48? You know or not? Don't know? This one you know this one? This one Power Strike 48 also Airzone one This one tuaki angsek one Singapore also don't have, okay? Singapore don't have. I think Singapore only got 2 or 3 So me and my friend okay, this one go inside. But anyway, the shooting pattern for Power Strike 48 and Quickfire 24 around same. So very easy Stupid right? On off, then got trigger, but then trigger don't on the flywheel. Don't know whether they got put improvement or not. Never make improvement, never mind. You on the switch only, flywheel turn on. This one noisy more noisy than barricade. Okay, so you on first, then cannot move, you must squeeze trigger, then you pump so you pump. I show you. Like that. See, fly I think I should finish already. Anyway, you notice sometimes you never pull properly, then you will get stuck. So must pull properly, okay? This one not bad lah. When you pull only, paiseh this one not bad. When you pull only, this one move. Like that. Noisy. So now I go and take out the battery. Then I open the thing lah. So you know how to use already, okay? Well, I hope you guys like that. Yes, some Singaporeans actually do speak like that. That is just a slightly exaggerated version, but I do know people who actually speak worse than that sometimes, and that's because you know, if you actually study the history of Singapore, well, the older generation sometimes sound like that. And I won't go into much detail because it's a long story, but yeah, really people sound like that in Singapore. It's true. Okay, so back to the blaster. Right, so modifications done. It's very simple. I replaced the entire flywheel system. I took it all out because of the modifications that I did. I guess I have to admit I miscalculated a little bit, so it wasn't the exact mod that I wanted. I actually wanted to put a shock blast, Super Soaker shock blast tank inside, and we'll use the circuits for something. But eventually I miscalculated, and I have my internal hopper system a bit too far behind. So now what happens is it's actually housing a Air Tech 3000 air tank on the inside with a SuperMaxx 1500 pump that has been extended with an aluminum rod all the way down so that I can hook it up with this pump over here. And like I mentioned just now, there's an internal hopper Y system that holds up to 3 Stefan darts, and it has a PETG barrel running all the way through to the front. And the jam door is still intact. You can actually see the PETG barrel over here. And if you notice some PVC pipes on the side there, and that's because I used those pipes and I kind of nested them one in another so that I could keep the PETG barrel straight, so it's pointing out straight. Now the good thing about this thing I want to point out is that if you guys actually want to mod it or use the turret for something, alright, for whatever purpose, this thing, without modifying, holds PETG barrels really snug, so it's pretty good. No modifications needed on that. Now how I actually did the internal Y is one hard for me to explain, so let me try. Imagine this is the turret itself. I have to Dremel out like a U-shaped area so I could have the Y sitting on the inside, right? And then well, this trigger is actually pretty comfortable. You know, sometimes when you pump an air tank up till it's a high pressure, it's pretty hard to squeeze the trigger, and I like the fact that there's no trigger guard over here, so you can actually use 2 fingers to pull it instead. Alright, I plugged the 1.5K pump, and so maximum pump I can go up to is about 10, 11 maybe, but I don't want to push it that far, so 10. Now I'll just quit all the talking and I will be giving you guys a quick firing demo. Okay, so the firing demo will be actually done a bit different today. I'll be firing off at the Vortex box. This box is slightly dented. I've actually tested out some shots with this thing. Well, I guess it's a small hole, but not all the way through. On the other side, however, there's a big hole. And yes, these were caused by this blaster, so I just want to show you guys to what extent this guy can go up to. If you guys know, the Vortex series features, I guess, a slightly stronger cardboard box. So it's a bit more dense or a bit more thick, so it's a bit more difficult to pierce through, but see how far it goes or how well this thing fires. Alright, and because of that I will be using a different type of darts from my usual you know, firing videos, and I'll be using these hot glue dome darts that I actually contracted off Atani like a long time ago. I actually forgot that I had these darts on hand. I do not know why, but I just totally forgot about it. But I got them off Atani, and correct me if I'm wrong, but these are actually 3-0 fishing weights hot glue dome darts with brown foam. So yeah, I'm going to load them up over here. Okay, and for the firing demo I will be pumping up, yes, to 11 pumps, not to 10, to 11, just to push the limit of the tank itself, and so that you guys can actually have some fun while watching. Alright, so first dart, second dart, and last dart in. So the third dart actually sits just about there, right? And alright, so it's in. I'm gonna pump it up, make sure that there's no pressure inside. 11 pumps, here we go. Okay, Last one. I think it went in. Wow. Okay, the last dart went in. The first two darts actually ricocheted off. So now let's go check out damage. So well, one dent here was created, and there is another one over here, and the last one actually went all the way in. As you can hear, there's a single solitary dart flew all the way in. There was quite a big gaping hole, and that's weird because in hopper systems generally the last dart would be the one with the least power or the least velocity because of the dead space created in the hopper itself. And ooh, the dart broke. Wow, the whole tip ripped off. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I guess the blank itself, or the body of the dart, actually flew out and actually ripped off on impact, and the glue dome actually went in. I don't really have much hot glue dome darts, so hint hint Atani, I'm thinking of more hot glue dome darts, please. Well, anyway, forgot to mention to you guys that this blaster actually holds, actually features an 8-inch long PETG barrel. So yeah, that is to compensate. I'm sorry, that is to compensate for the dead space here in this hopper system. Yep, and I like the fact that you can actually lean it against your own shoulder and squeeze the trigger fast enough for a good air release. Last thing that I did not mention earlier. Now, if you guys, you saw the earlier part where you actually load the darts in here, right? Yeah, sorry about this dent though, that's my bad. But now this thing actually acts as a, I guess you could use it as an ammo holder. Just push it in, and this spring thing, this stopper will actually prevent the darts from dropping out, as you can see, right? So you can see two darts there. So now, when you want to get it out, just push it down and your darts come out like that. So second dart, just push it out and the darts come out. So it's a pretty good stock ammo holder. Alright, so now before I go to the next part, here's a close-up look of the finished blaster. Now I do not want to paint this blaster, so I hope that you guys won't tell me stuff like you should go paint it. I don't want to. I kind of like it in this particular color. That's why I got it in the first place. It could have been a reshell of any other blaster, but I like it this way. Looks pretty cool. Grey, red. These are stickers, and I like it this way. It's fine with me, and it's fine to me. Alright, so I'm gonna bring you guys to the next part of the video, but before that I actually need to get a drink. So quick question: how often do you guys actually see a foam missile that is about the size of a Nitefinder? Foam missile. Want to guess what blaster it comes from? Take a look. I know that all of you are wondering what kind of a blaster is so big that I have to actually use this camera angle on this table. So I will not make you guys wait anymore. Here we go. A huge blaster. This is it. It's called the XXL, or the Air XXL Bazooka Rocket Launcher. Now I got this off Taobao. Alright, so stop asking me where I got it. It's off Taobao. It says extra large fun, and it claims to fire missiles over 60 feet. Over here it says fire big bold missiles over 60 feet. As you can see, it looks very much like the Nerf Ultimator, and I guess I would believe that this is a knockoff of the Ultimator, or someone tried to replicate the Ultimator. And it comes with 3 foam missiles, which are pretty huge actually. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys something really interesting. When you flip this guy around, at the bottom over here you actually see this label. This label states which company it's made from, and it's called Toy Quest. That's the company that manufactured this thing. And Toy Quest is located in Los Angeles, California. So it's not a China knockoff. It's actually made in the US of A. And of course this blaster is manufactured in China, but the company behind it, Toy Quest, is an American company, just so you guys know. So this is the back of the box. Bazooka Rocket Launcher. As you can see, it's really big, and it says here aerodynamic missile design. pull back to ARM firing system. As you can tell, there's a lever over here that's very much like the Ultimator. Power gauge allows you to monitor your shooting distance. So this one is I guess just the box art, so it's all green. But if you see carefully on the glass itself, it's in different colors. Just flip it around again. Okay, and it says here, high-powered missile launcher for maximum missile flying distance. And what does it say here? Handle features grip tech technology for maximum control. Now I'll show you guys what this is in a while. And over here is just the instructions. Now it says here, point the barrel down and push the grip back and forth. So you push it forward, pull it back, push it forward each time, and you crank it up at least about 14 times on average. And you fit the missile on, and then you angle it to about 30 degrees, and you squeeze the trigger to fire it. So at least this company actually tells you that they fire off at about 30 degrees. That's the optimal angle for firing. So now we'll just stop the venter. Oh yes, one more thing. Grip tech technology over here. Okay, I'm gonna just open up this blaster. Out, and now we're going to get the foam missiles out. That's one. Second one, which is slightly damaged, unfortunately. Oh, okay, got it back up in shape. And the last one is yet to come out. Okay, there we go. So there's nothing left in the box, so I'm going to put the box aside. A lot of plastic bits left from the packaging. The box. Now, let's put these 3 missiles aside. Oh, it's made of 2 different type of foam. 3. This is a soft foam that's hollow. This is craft foam, and I believe that this foam is the same as this. Feels the same. This black part over here is like a very dense feeling foam, dense material, very very dense, and this part feels like the packaging type of foam. I'm going to compare this blaster to a standard long shot, and what I will do is I will extend the buttstock just for comparison. So here we go. Long shot. And so it's pretty long, slightly longer than the long shot, and it's really really wide. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this guy down and my long shot aside. Okay, so there you have it. This over here is what they call the grip tech technology, and it feels pretty good. It's a sort of a rubberized foam grip kind of material, and it's got these indents. It's a grippy kind of a design. It feels pretty good in the hands. It's a solid grip, and you can actually have this part resting over the shoulder. It feels like a pretty good distance away, right? So you basically load, or you put the missiles on the ammo holder on the top here. Just like that. And on the front over here, I don't know why this is loose, but you basically put the foam missile on the front like that. Alright, and the trigger's looking pretty fine. And see what it looks like when I start cranking it up. Okay, so you can see the different colors over here. The unfortunate thing is that the colors don't really tally on either side. They're both different. So I'm gonna guess that red is the strongest. So I'm just gonna try this a little bit. Right. Okay, that's like it's got a few clips when you come back on the return. So I'm gonna push it forward again. Let that thing turn and hear that click. So third time, I'm going to pull it back slowly, listen to the clicks. Interesting. And I'll be firing off at 3 pumps just to see what it feels like. It's not so bad. Actually see that it flew. That's just 3 pumps, and I will probably let you guys have a look at what it's like when you crank it up all the way and fire it off all the way across my whole living room into the kitchen, and I bet it's gonna be really loud. Right, so there you guys go, the XXL extra fun bazooka rocket launcher made from Toy Quest, located in Los Angeles, California. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a firing demo, and then after that back to the main usual video angle. Catch you then. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you the firing demo, and this thing is really loud, so I'm just gonna fire it twice. Twice is enough. Now the first time I'm gonna fire it off straight, flat, that is flat, straight all the way into the kitchen. And then for the second shot, I'm gonna angle it, and because I don't want to hit the ceiling, I'll be squatting down and angling it at about, say, 25 or 30 degrees and firing it off to the kitchen. Okay, and I will do so with a fully primed and cranked up spring. Alright, so here we go. That was about 16.5 cranks, and the clicking sound is really loud, and that sucks. So anyway, here we go. That's vacuum right there. So here we go, straight. Okay, that was really loud. It flew all the way in, fishtail a little bit, hit one of the cupboards on top and ricocheted off. So now I'm gonna crank this blaster off screen because it's really loud. I'm gonna hide in my room and crank it up. I'll be back in a short while. So anyway, fully cranked up already. See the vacuum? Okay, so now I'm going to angle it and I'm going to fire it off. Oops, hit the light. Now I'm not going to fire it up anymore because it's really loud and it's really late at night, so I'm just going to show you guys where the first shot went. Let's go. It hit that cupboard right up there and ricocheted off, and I have no idea when it went, so let's go check it out. Here it is. There we are. Sorry, it's a weird camera angle because the legs on my tripod are extended. So there we go. This big foam missile. There. This is the one that flew back here. It hit the light, still shaking though. So is this thing gonna be powerful if you convert it to fire darts? Yes. I interrupt this part of the episode to let you guys know that I've been contacted by Kronos Nerf Mods or Kronos Nerf Mods recently, and they've actually shared with me that they're actually in the process of making Polycarb internal parts for the Nerf Nitefinder. So here you go. Here's some screenshots of their process so far. Work in progress. Now parts that they're actually doing will be made out of polycarbonate, and as you can see, they've done a pretty good job in their 3D I guess printouts or schematics or designs, and you can see the plunger tube, the rod, the catch plate, and even the front muzzle area. So that's pretty cool. Well, I'm really interested to find out what exactly they have installed and what the end result will actually be, and if it's gonna be on sale, I'm definitely interested in getting a set. So you guys just stay tuned. I'm sure that Kronos Nerf Mods will actually keep me updated, and I will do the same for you guys. Alright, so now back to the usual part of the episode. Alright, so now that you've seen that, I have with me the box again, and it says here, farthest flying missile. It's really far. I don't know if it's the farthest, but it's really far. I'm sorry that I had to hit my light, but I'm not gonna risk taking another shot. It's really loud. Okay, power gauge displays shooting distance. Grip tech designed for maximum control. I'm going to show you what the grip tech is in a short while, like I mentioned earlier. Now on the back, the instructions are really funny, and I should have read it first. Let me read this out to you guys because it's really fine print. So number 1, hold the gun so that the barrel is pointing downward. Pump the gun by pushing the handle forward and release. Repeat the pumping process until it is fully loaded. It will take approximately 14 pumps for the gun to be fully loaded. In our instance, or in my instance, it was 16.5. When it is fully loaded, the handle will not move forward anymore. That's right. Number 2, load the missile onto the barrel securely. Number 3, for maximum shooting distance, hold the gun on shoulder and point upward at about 30 degrees. Press the trigger and launch the missile. And I hit my light. Well, anyway, warning, this is the interesting part. Do not aim at eyes or face. Do not point launcher at people or animals. So I'm not allowed to point it at people or animals. Just, I guess I can fire it at people or animals, but not point them. I'm just joking. 2. Do not put any objects other than the missiles provided into the launcher. 3. Do not attempt to modify missiles or launcher in any way. 4. Now check this one out. Do not use close to the ear. Misuse may cause damage to hearing. I admit it is really loud. Now the problem here is I've been looking all around the box, and maybe because my eyes are not sharp enough, I can't tell which year this blaster was actually manufactured in. It doesn't say so on the box, and not even on the sticker, on the disclaimer at the bottom. It doesn't say what year. It says Toy Quest 01496 though. Los Angeles, California 90064, all rights reserved, made in China, www.toyquest.com. So maybe we could check that out, but I doubt that there will be any additional information on the website. Now back to the blaster itself. I also do not see any indication of which year it's made in. All I see is Toy Quest and made in China over here, and that's about it. So anyway, grip tech technology is basically this thing over here. As you can see, well, it's made of a sort of a rubbery kind of a material that is I guess a separate piece. I can shift this around. It's a separate piece from the blaster itself, and it's really comfortable actually. It feels like I guess over time it probably might wear out. It's like dipped in some kind of a rubber coating. It feels like a wire mesh that's been dipped in a rubber coating. So yeah, so you guys can see the detail now. You can find it here, and here, and here. Basically the parts where it will come in contact with your body. Like for example, when you're actually gonna fire the blaster, launch like that, or you want to put it here, this part, on your shoulder like so. I guess so. Grip tech technology. Now, I'm gonna pump the blaster for you guys to take a look. 1, 5, 10, 15, 15.5. Now check out the seal on this blaster. It's crazy. Now in order for me not to get it hooked onto any of the other notches or any of the crank teeth marks on the inside, I'm going to squeeze the trigger and hold it down while I try my best to block up the air output with my hand, with the palm of my hand, and we're going to check out the seal. So there we go. I'm trying very hard to hold it in. You can hear that? It's close to 100% seal, and that is crazy. Alright. You can actually see part of the spring. I know you can't see in the camera, but you can actually see part of the spring and this mechanism that slowly moves backwards. So this is an extension kind of spring, not the usual compression spring that we would have. Oh, I'm doing successfully. Check it out. There we go. So it's 100%. Wow. I'm happy. Alright, so that concludes my review on this bazooka missile launcher by XXL Toy Quest. Hope you guys like this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.